Well, hello everyone. We're here.
Welcome, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So, hello, beautiful humans. I'd like to welcome you to the Rohaan Channeling House. We're here again with another great transmission from Rohaan entitled Bigfoot and the Skinwalker Ranch. So, what is Rohaan going to be sharing with us today? He did send me a message, and this message said, as the contact window is wide open, it's now time for us to become more familiar with the natural evolved humanoid species that evolved into Bigfoot. The ranch holds more mysteries than you can imagine. And believe me, I can imagine a lot. So let's see what Rohan has up his sleeve this time.
Yeah, the mysterious man is,
Yes,
see what
he's
he will
been
say.
He's been keeping an eye on us, hasn't
Uh,
he?
yeah, he has, and that's the funny thing, I got that because I think it was today, I got that, he sent me, I'm peeking in on the group in the Boston, he said, so, and
Yeah, and
so
yeah,
he
we've been a
is
bit
much
busy.
aware of that, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder how far above he is where we are at the moment.
Yeah. I'll ask him that.
Nectar.
Next time.
Oh, that's cool. So, first of all, I'd like to welcome all of you who've just joined us again and for the first time on this very exciting journey that we've embarked on with our dear friend Rohan. If you're here with us live or listening to the replay, and wherever you are on this beautiful planet of ours, myself, Louise Benefield, the channel, Linus Cordus, and our co-host David Steele, we're very excited to welcome you here into this our ever-growing bubble reality. So if you are joining us here for the first time, you could also take a look at all the previous transmissions. There's quite a few now. There's some here on Rohaan Channeling and some on the HEA house, where Rohan, he shared lots of perspectives, permission slips, guided meditations, interactions with hybrid children. I mean, the list is getting longer, isn't it? The tall whites, the Marze, Yael, Anunnaki,
Mhm.
Sasquatch. Is giving us help, like lots of people, help and advice, lots more, all mixed up with a big helping of love. It's our intention with these sharings to be of service and to be served. We're all teachers and we're all students, masters, remembering how to create as masters within the experience of our physical and non-physical realities, helping each other on our journeys to find self. So, yes, there's quite a few of us here from Bosnia with the guidance from Rohan and our hybrid children. We've embarked on a trip to experience the pyramids, the tunnels, and quite honestly, such a high vibrational place. I mean, most of us here, we're all just like we
Yeah, I
can't
can
think of
imagine.
anything. It's like we're just at like 0 point, I think. We're at this like neutral balance point. The pyramids are
Mm.
just like balance us out so much, we're just like floating around.
You're hooked up, right?
Yeah, so this is such a high vibrational place. I don't know if any of you listeners have been, but I would definitely recommend it. We've been here this whole week for the solstice, coming together, you know, the action of open contact and building the bridge to our hybrid realities. So it's just like, I think we'll be doing a session about it. It's just like fantastic. So, Linus, very happy to be here with you and Rohan, sharing Rohan with us. We're very appreciative and, we send our appreciation to you and our love.
Thank you so much. And Yes, I will bring Rohaan through and see what he will talk about today and what he will reveal as he is a mysterious being. So, wish you all a good time, and I'll talk to him when I get back.
Lovely. So we'll let Linus get into the channeling state. And my unconditional love to all of you.
Greetings to you all. How are you doing in this time? In this now?
Greetings, Rohaan.
Greetings to you too. How are you doing? Where you are?
Yep, we're just giving you a wave there. We'd like to give you our invitation and our greeting.
Thank you. And what about this blessing?
Sorry?
The blessing?
Yes. Greetings,
Of course,
Rohaan.
right? Yes.
Greetings, Nectara. We feel you quite close. From our hearts to your hearts, and all of our beautiful hybrid children, and all beings connected with the hybrid realities, and who are connecting in with us now. We radiate our unconditional love and the knowingness that through these connections we are strengthening and solidifying the bridge to our hybrid realities. We honor and celebrate this connection and invite you into our hearts. Ha'atu.
Ha'atu, thank you so much for this greeting, this blessing from your heart, from your group, and overall, all people involved in this, in our vibration, and to remind you all that contact is now accelerating faster and faster, because the more you are coming together, the more you're realizing this, who you are and what you prefer your earth to be in terms of contact, in terms of making contact with yourself. So see yourself wherever you are. Of course, to the group in Bosnia as well, which is the main thing, that now you are making contact with yourself, with people, a similar vibration, because when you do so, when you interact with people on a similar vibration, especially when it comes to ether contact, you will ground. You will shift yourself with those people you are involved with to the parallel reality of Earth, which has contact. So this is for you all, a precursor for that. You are now laying the foundation of contact, because even though contact might not be in the way you expect it to be, and that's all fine, because contact in this way is a very important contact. It is more important than you might think. And being places like Boston in the pyramid zone, as we would like to call this, the zone of the dawn, because it's just getting this dawn where contact is occurring more deeper in yourself. And you're feeling yourself as well with people in this high vibration where you really can manifest to what you prefer and who you prefer to be. Because now you will realize yourself as well who you prefer to be in this reality. You will also realize that things will come up to the surface as well in terms of fears, negative belief systems, and this is all part of the process of contact because you need to clear the vessel, your own starship, because you are your own starship as well. But to your ship, your vessel, your body to be able to fly in space, fly to other beings, you must first remember to clear the vessel up so you can interact with other beings as well. So, now to the main transmission, Bigfoot and Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, first of all, before I continue with that, how do you feel in Boston?
Well, actually, there's a few of us sitting around the table here, so I think we'll just go, yeah.
All right, thank you, thank you. This is what we like to hear.
We're having a great time, but I think you know that anyway. Because
Did you enjoy the smoke too?
the
Small tour.
oh, the tour.
Smoke.
Smoke tour.
Smoke.
Yes.
On the morning of the solstice.
Well, smoke can be many ways, right? Many different kinds of meaning, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean.
Okay.
I think some of them, yeah. I think some people know, yeah. I mean, it didn't come to my mind straight away, but so maybe.
Do you see things more clear now when you have been smoking?
Not me. I haven't been smoking.
Oh, really?
But yes, I'm looking at the
thought you haven't
culprits
smoked.
now. You can speak to them personally.
You don't need to smoke because you're smoking of life anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's enough energy without it here.
Yes. High of vibration, that's the best high. And myself too, I'm always high of vibration.
So how far are you away? Or shall I speak to Nectara? Maybe Nectara I'd like to tell us. How far are you away?
I'll let you know, or he will let you know that during the transmission.
Nice.
As we like to have full of surprises, full of prizes.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to be telling you about the synchronicities because, well, it was a nice experience because initially I thought it was going to be another Antarctica session, but I just had a little no insistence. I just thought it was that until I started having Sasquatch synchronicities, and we were walking up the sun pyramid to go right to the top, and I just stopped. Was there four of us, and I picked a leaf and I said to everyone, do you know what this, it was exactly the right leaf, and I said to everyone, do you know what this signifies? And they said no. So I said okay, so I just put it in my pocket, and we carried on. And then when we were in the before we got there, then someone actually mentioned the Sasquatch, and I said, well, yes, they are in this area. And then when we were in the tunnels, one of the megalith stones is the shape of the Sasquatch symbol of the leaf. So when you sent me the session, I was like, oh my goodness, yeah, of course. So yeah, we're very excited.
Yes, of course, as I know what you're doing there as well, and also the importance of Sasquatch as in the area as well that you are in, because to beginning the transmission, as Sasquatch, Bigfoot, is you understand the Bigfoot is, of course, the naturally evolved humanoid species. They were not hybridized of the Anunnaki. So therefore, they have their own kind of community, the Sasquatch. They evolved very spiritually, naturally. They do not have any technology, of course. They're very simplistic in their own beingness. And therefore, in nature, especially in places where they are pyramids, because the energy, the vibration is very high, and in where you are right now is very high vibration. And therefore, it is much easier for the Sasquatch to travel interdimensionally into different parallel realities within your location. Because in of itself, the Sasquatch, Bigfoot, same. But for people that maybe want to hear the Bigfoot instead, that's why I say it too, that they are having an important role, factor, when it comes to open contact. Because as they've been around for many thousands of years, they, even though if they themselves intentionally want to be found for some reason, as you know, but they're still a part of Earth, of you, of humans. As yourselves, your people, is getting more higher in vibration, then they see that. They see that you are being more respectful towards yourself, to the people, and to your earth, nature. Then they can trust you more. Because before, they didn't want to interact with people due to that reason. They didn't trust you. You were in that way very hostile. And of course, they still see humans as that overall too, but for people that are more in tune to contact, they making changes and they see that. That's why they're willing themselves to interact now more and more with you. So it's not when they will come in your reality that you will like freak out of the energies, because they're very natural in that way of Earth. So you of course could be in the presence without feeling terrified, as you might will do with us because of our higher frequency. You might want to freak out because of their size, perhaps. Well, not that size, but that size. So, whereas where you are, to use this now as an example for the group people in Bosnia pyramid, and during the solstice, even before and after solstice, but around this energy, around this date, where you've been there are a higher energy there. They're overlapping with not only Earth-wise, but also to a particular kind of energy in the universe that has a link between contact itself. You can think of this as the being like a particular tube where different consciousness are more able to transmit themselves where you are without, in a way, holding it back. I'm not saying that they will pop up in a physical form, but they are now coming more conscious into that place and you can feel it more. How to feel about that more? It is to, first of all, as much as you can, getting closer into the understanding of oneness, more and more oneness. Because there can never be too much oneness, only too little oneness. So just getting one, it will solidify that particular energy of consciousness into your reality, and you'll be able to create shapes of that. What I mean with shapes, energy is energy, it's consciousness, but nothing will be a shape or a form into your consciousness, creating the shape, creating that due to your energy into your belief systems of that energy of interpretation. So all the energies is around you, Bigfoot, extraterrestrials, and more beings as well. So the point is, what I'm saying here is to create the shapes of this particular energy and consciousness. And how we can do that, you can play around with that idea, of course, is to form and seeing that, okay, now I believe it's a Bigfoot behind the tree there or behind this rock there. You create that in your mind. Even if it's not, but that's the point. Then you will create that opportunity to create the shape of Bigfoot. If you create the shape of Bigfoot, you will very much see Bigfoot without insistence. Why is that so? Putting insistence into the shape will be an insistent shape, where actually the Bigfoot can take the shape of a Bigfoot because there's insistence within the energy. So be very accurately and honest of how you are creating the shape. If you want to create a shape of an ET, for example, like myself, for an example, because I like to see myself in the mirror. So then you create the shape of Rohaan, of me. And you will feel different with the shapes. You will feel more energy because you're creating more as a physical in the matrix, in your own matrix of a being. And it can be also, even this might be, you might wonder, but what if Rohaan pops up there and we will freak out, run away because we create that? Well, these will happen in this instead. You can create the illusionary image of me, a physical me. And here remind yourself, this do not mean it's not real. It means you're creating, as I said, the shape of the energy. And you can get to see a physical me without it having to be me per se. Just my energy has been terraformed in that way. So that is also one way of contact. So it will happen in many ways, and you don't need to know what is really accurate or not accurate. Use what you see is what matters. What you feel and believe, and that's what matters here. So that will be one way of doing that. And there are many ways of doing that as well. But this will be one way, very powerful way, a very powerful permission slip for you to utilize where you are. Or you can do it everywhere you are, but take the advantage of places in the Boston, for example, or a place that a high amount of vibration, energy. Because that will help you really do that. Because if you're in a lower vibration place, it will require more and more energy. And it will exhaust you if you do in a lower vibration place. Use the higher vibration by doing that, and it will actually be more useful. So, in terms of that, when it comes to the Skinwalker Ranch, of course, there's a lot of more mysteries about that, as there are people and beings in the universe as well. The ranch itself is also an overlapping ranch to other places as well. One way also overlapping to in Boston as well. You can see at the Skinwalker Ranch as connecting dots. Dots connecting the different pyramids as well. Function as tunnels itself. That's why also it's the tunnels there. They represent the tunnels to other places as well on your planet, and even also other planets as well. But to keep this now only based on Skinwalker Ranch, there is also in that way a tunnel that is directly connected to the pyramid in Bosnia. And this particular tunnel works as a portal, if you will, that helping especially the Bigfoot to travel from the ranch to the Bosnia. Because Bigfoot, Sasquatch, if you will, are very, very in tune to ranch, Skinwalker Ranch. We are playing different kinds of melodies at the ranch, symphonies. And this more their own verbally skill that they're using, their own natural sound, like singing, chanting. And they're doing that to create their imprint at the ranch, to help beings, help especially elementals to utilize the ranch for their purposes. And by itself, they're utilizing the ranch for a major thing in their own way, in their own community of unfolding contact with your species. So they are very much more now involved at Skinwalker Ranch. And with people doing, as mentioned before, the Skinwalker Ranch meditation, you will very much be able to having more contact with the Bigfoots because they're utilizing that vibration. And they will be very much so that you're able to open up telepathically communication with them. You will be able to have more dream encounters with them. They will tell you and give you different kinds of tools, different kinds of permission slip for you that you can do on your own. This will be very, very unique to individual. So it do not have to be the same. So pay attention to that too. If you receive something, it's meant them for you. And this is the way of they want to help you with contact with other beings, but especially to themselves. You will connect more into their community, where their community is very highly spiritually. And even when you choose to go out in the forest, in the physical forest, after having done that or having some kind of meditation with contact with them, you can really, or they can take a visit in the forest, but they will only visit in the forest. That's the only place to visit the Bigfoot, Sasquatch. And so, to give you a powerful premier sleep overall here, going to a fair place in the forest, a place that you feel very, very deeply connected with, and you're creating a kind of a homestead there for yourself, your own homestead, where you're putting different kinds of rocks, crystals in a very format that you feel attracted to do. And you can go same time every day, whether it is morning, whether it is night, doesn't really matter. But of course, to give you a little bit of hint here, evening and night times is mostly the peak for the Bigfoot to be seen. So let's say nighttime now, for example. You do it night, every night, same time. And in the meditation, you first then go to Skinwalker Ranch through the portal, as we shared in the first Skinwalker transmissions. And you overlap that. And you say to the Bigfoot when you're at the ranch in the astral way, I'm here in the forest, at my favorite place. I am willing to interact with you peacefully, respectfully. And I need help to be more of the being that I wish to be, and to evolve into more of contact with other beings as well. And I know you are good at helping me with that. Please, here I am, heart to heart. And you sit there, sit there, sit there. The first symptom you might feel can be some kind of smell or it's a presence around you. When you feel that, don't open your eyes. Keep them closed. Keep them still in the meditation. If you open your eyes, then it will be gone. Because you need to keep the focus for a bit. You need to crystallize that energy into your reality. And for their side, they're coming up very close, like, oh, here we are. If you are, because they respect you. After some time, when you feel like you can balance that energy, you're feeling the smell, you hear some sound from them, you open up your eyes. Even if you don't see something immediately, no assistance here, remember, no assistance. Look around and so on. Maybe you have a fire, if it's night, of course. It's okay, I'm good here, sitting here, and so on. And then they might come up. But remember, if you do it more often, then they know you are serious. Then they know you're willing to meet them. So it's also about to determine and commitment from your side. And do that if you want, if you wish. I can give you also a little bit here, so a hint. If you do it, let's say 15 to 20 times, then very much so you will have seen something or had some kind of encounter with them. So 15 to 20 times will be the amount of times that needs to be done. Of course, there are exceptions as well, but overall, these will be the numbers for that. As I said, there are more mysteries as well about Sasquatch, Skinwalker Ranch, of course. But as you know me, I don't want to reveal all the surprises yet. So, now I want to open up for you all to ask your questions and share if you wish. If you don't want to do that, that's all fine too. Then I will just go and have a smoke in my ship and get it even higher up.
Yes, that's very funny, isn't it? Thank you so much for that,
Oh, you're so
Rohaan.
welcome, Louise Benfield.
You have just described somewhere that we went on the moon pyramid, and we were all there going, oh my goodness, this is like Hybrid Children's Sanctuary, this is like open contacts area, and there were circles with crystals, yeah, everything. And we were in the forest, and I definitely felt it was Sasquatch area. So we were all talking about getting together and like having ideas of, creating something like that, because the energy here is just unbelievable. I mean, it is believable because we're experiencing it.
Yes.
It's, yeah, it's we've shifted so much. We've had so many like experiences. We've had things. Some people have had they've lost things, and then they've turned up in like really bizarre places.
Oh, yes, you're shifting as well, and also the Sasquatch like to play with you as well.
Yeah, I think we understand that quite well now.
And remember what I said to you before, you will be different when you get back home.
Yes,
You have shifted to a higher
yes.
state of contact.
I
That's
was just,
why
yeah.
Sheila recommend that place for you all.
Yes, I was just talking about that with everyone today, saying when we go back, it's going to be very apparent how much we've shifted, and then allow us to make those different choices, because it just, I mean, I can
Yes.
feel it now already, how much we've shifted. So, yeah.
And when you get back home, then there needs to be gaps that needs to be filled in. You need to
Yes.
like balance yourself when you get back home. And I can tell you, you might feel a little bit unstabilized when you get back home emotionally. That's all okay. Ground yourself, talk to the people that you are with, expand the topic more and more further into that, and see this as good symptoms of moving more closer to open contact.
Yes, I think we all feel that. Everyone that's here, we're like family. It's even stronger than family, because we have connected through our hearts this week. Like, I think, like we've never done before, all of us, and it's just, it's beautiful.
This is how we live. You're getting closer to our way of living.
Yes, we appreciate and we thank your guidance. Yes, so it's a beautiful transmission. David's going to introduce the first guest.
Yes, thank you so much for that sharing, Rohan, including the meditation. It sounds wonderful. Linda, you have a question. Would you start off?
Yes, thank you for that. Hi, Rohan. How are you?
Hello to you, I'm good. Or even perfect. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Also perfect.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, so I'll keep this to 5 minutes, and I have a couple of questions, so let's see if we can get through them. A while ago in a meditation, I did an astral walk through a portal at Skinwalker Ranch, and I stepped onto Esasani. That was a very beautiful experience. Your planet is very lush, and the air felt blissful. I only spent maybe a minute or so in human time, because, well, I didn't really know what to do. I think I was just baffled that I had landed on Esasani. And so I went back through the portal and was at Skinwalker Ranch again. I did notice how the dizziness going from Esasani to Earth, I think Bashar has mentioned that once. I felt that physically in my head. And yeah, so I visited your planet, and I'm going to.
yes. Did you like to stay there, by the way?
Yeah, it was nicer
Was it
than here.
5 star or even 10 stars?
It was 10 stars because the
All
air
right.
was like blissful. Everything was grace, like bliss, grace bliss, like divine grace, that fabric.
Yes. And this, of course, is happening more often because to do this astrally, it is that the visit that you have was to for yourself to gain also overall knowledge, information, to doing more what you are excited to do, of course, in terms of making contact with ET, as you're referring to as Z5, is that by gaining information, knowledge from other civilizations, such as my civilization, it will help you to share, to connect more in a group wise by doing ZFI meditations to those civilizations.
That's wonderful. And so next time I step onto Esasani, and I encounter some from your race, do you think they will get surprised when they see me, or are they okay with me being there?
They're okay with you being there because we have a lot of many times visitors that comes similar way to you do astrally, and where sometimes they also choose take a form of a Asani being for for a short time. It could be used for a couple of minutes to a few hours in your time counting, and then to go back. So that will also be what you can do if you wish to take a form of a Sasani being, to see it more from our perspective, from our vision. In that, you can have that state too, if you would like to do that.
Speaking about morphing into a Sasani being, many years ago I had a dream where I think I saw myself looking like a Sasani.
Yes.
And I sort of showed up in front of myself, sort of a little bit with the head to the side, but like moving my eyes. And I had this strong sensation that it was myself.
Yes, it was that you were merging into your future self.
Yeah, great. Okay, cool. This can be like a whole talk. I will book a private session with you at some point. But I think for now, let's
I'll book
move
one
on.
with you as well, then we have something in common.
It will be an honor, Rohan.
Otherwise, if you just book that, then you'll book with me. I want to book with you too, so then we can like chat.
Absolutely. We'll make a swap. That will be an absolute pleasure.
Yes, then.
Okay. So I know I have a Sasani female counterpart, and I would
Yes.
like to know, can you share her name with me?
It will come in within your 3 nights in your dreams. It will come.
Okay, I can feel her very strongly. She has a very
Yes.
intense energy.
She wants to give the name herself to you in that way, as to remind you of how connected you are.
Thank you. I look forward to that.
And so does she.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, because the ETs are just as excited as the humans.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
okay, so I'm just gonna move on to get through the questions. So recently, I had a dream that a tall hybrid ET was standing in front of me, and he kissed me on the top of my head, and it was so loving. It felt like true love's first kiss, and I woke up and physically felt the kiss and all the oxytocin for a couple of hours. So my question is, this hybrid male, is that the hybrid partner who is approaching me on his ship? Is that him, or was it a different one?
It was him, and he was actually kissing your third eye. This is why what they're doing is to connect with the third eye, your chakra there, is to, because if they do that kissing in that area, you're connecting more deeper to him. And it's also what you can even do people on Earth as well, kissing on the forehead, between that third chakra point, because it will connect to your spirit itself, to the whole you. And this was his way of connecting with you, and that's why you felt that so strong.
Wow. I'm gonna start kissing people on their third eye.
Yes. Then you will connect more with them.
Wow. And he was really handsome. I really liked his vibration. He was just my type.
Or handful.
No, handsome. He was handsome.
Just, what do you mean? Just some hands? Handsome?
Mm.
Full is handful.
Handsome. I mean, he was good looking. He was attractive. I was attracted to him.
All right. Then he
Okay,
did a good third eye kiss.
absolutely. He's a good third eye kisser.
Yes.
Okay, so skipping along to the last two quick questions, and that is, do I have a Bigfoot counterpart?
Yes, you do have, and that's why you asked the question, because you're recognizing the vibration.
Okay, is it a male or female?
It is a female.
Hmm. I'm sure she's awesome.
Yeah, and we're big too.
Last question from my side this time around. So
Yes.
I always wanted to meet Bigfoot and befriend Bigfoot. So I want to ask if Are there any high vibrational areas here in Denmark, maybe Copenhagen, where I could go and do as you recommended and make contact with them?
Not real directly where the Bigfoot are utilizing that, but you can choose a favorite spot, as I mentioned in the monologue, and you're doing this. And you don't have to do it at night if you're afraid. But do that if you wish.
Okay, I heard they like apples. I think I want to bring some apples to them. I think they would appreciate it.
Yeah, well, they like apples too. And bananas too.
Okay, great. Like fruits in general?
Yes.
Great, I'll bring a fruit basket. Okay,
Oh,
Rohan, thank you so much.
you are so welcome. Thank you too.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm told they only like organic ones or prefer those, though, Linda. So buy the best ones. Louise, you had a questioner on your side.
Yes, we have a very special guest today. It's her birthday, so we had a party. We had lots of cake, lots of children everywhere. Here she is, Luna Ra. Happy birthday, Luna.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Hello,
Kabarabagaba.
Rohan. Hi, thank you.
How
So,
are you doing?
hello. Oh, I'm doing pretty well, living my dream. Really?
No, it's your own Hester, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really happy to connect with you. And as we are in Bosnia, I had some questions about Bosnia. Is there Bosnia is a good place to acclimate hybrid children? What do you think about this idea?
Yes, this is the one may also reason why most of the Haber children choose that place, because it's a place for them to connect with you, and as they wish to do in a high vibration state, and they want to do it in a safe way as possible. And that's why if you do it in a high vibration state, it's safe for them.
Yes,
Especially
of
to
course.
the Bosnian itself, the pyramid there itself, it's a little bit different than the other pyramids on your planet. It's especially what we have referred to as the children pyramid. To keep it in a brief way, is that's why it wasn't discovered so far in the past as the other pyramids on your planet. Because it was meant to be discovered quite recently in your time. So it can start with a new focus that this is the place of the highest children. And that's what
Yeah.
it's still people wondering what it's all about there and so on. Yes, and that's fine too. But what I can tell you from the highest children perspective, what they want you to know, that you have opening a gateway in the pyramid. Because, like, for example, putting in this that way, you came there with this knowledge of contact, with the highest children awareness, and you blend all your energies together in the group, in the community, and that was stimulating an energy door in the pyramid that has been opened. And especially during all the different kinds of what it did too as well, the chants as well, and Ha too, as you did that song, is to you stimulate that with your vibration. So now the door is open. What does it mean? It means that they can come more through more and more and more. Even if you're not there at that place, you're still opening up a whole energy on your planet for them. This is very, very, very vast and major, we understand, but that's the way it is. It is. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, pretty much.
All right.
Especially the singing the song, because we were doing that twice.
No, more than
Yeah,
twice.
twice or
We-
3 times at least.
No, more than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did it in the tunnels. We did it on the
Yeah,
pyramid,
tunnels too.
Sun
Yeah.
pyramid, the moon pyramid.
Yeah.
We did it everywhere.
Everywhere. Many times, or infinite numbers of times.
So yeah, it does make a lot of sense. This is great news to me because we have some ideas, so maybe we can, co-create something with them, and with also humans who are sitting next to me over here,
Yes.
and also with your civilization and others who want to, co-create. And I have another question about, as I feel right now, there is Yael energy in here.
Yes.
Is some of my hybrid child wants to connect right now or say something, or
Yes.
maybe?
One moment and see what we can do here.
Aiming for your
If,
birthday.
yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, my little one. Who?
Birthday? Are you happy birthday? Hello?
Hi. Who is
Are
this?
you
Can you
being born today?
see you?
Birthday means that you have your birthday, born day.
Yes.
So my mom is born today, born day.
Yes. On Earth.
So
Yes.
so you say happy born day.
Indeed.
Oh,
You are really
oh
clever.
yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm wondering that, and a lot of children here say that your Earth mom, she has this, she's born today. I said, born? She's not born today. She's older. She's old. No, she's born today. She has birthday. Birthday. Oh, all right, all right.
Yes.
And you say also happy birthday. Was happy born day. Oh, interesting.
Yes. We are really happy on our birthdays on Earth, so we celebrate that a lot because we like the
But if
happiness
if
as you would
if
like
if
it.
if you're sad, you say sad birthday.
Yeah?
So
You
someone can be
celebrate?
sad on birthday too. So yeah, have a sad birthday. You say that too.
On what birthday?
Celebrate the birthday.
Yeah.
Someone can be sad, right? On birthday, on born day.
Oh yeah,
Sad.
can be sad on your birthday.
Some
Oh,
people.
sometimes. Yeah.
So, but now you're happy, and then I say happy birthday, right?
I was talking about that today with other people over here, that we don't even have to say that you have to be happy, because I'm already happy every day anyway.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good answer. You must be very smart, Mom.
Yeah, and you too. You are a reflection of me, and we are connected in many ways. So thank you for coming through and speaking to me. I'm so thankful. But
Yeah, yeah.
are you from?
And one plus.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's fun. Um, um, um. What that's why.
Yeah. But are you on Yael civilization?
Mangi.
Mangi.
Mangi färg.
Yeah.
Ja, Mangi färg.
Yeah. Mangi means for others is play in Estonian
Mangi
language. Yes,
färg.
exactly. So you
Oh,
like to play.
I adore it.
Which one you like it most?
Oh, it's you are sitting at a table, and this is the table guess, and this is what I like, and also my friends too like, is that you are sitting at a table close to each other, and you are closing your eyes, and you are going to think of something that makes you very, 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 very happy, and you're gonna guess what that person is thinking about, makes the person happy. And if you
Oh,
guess right, you get 10 points. If you guess
wow.
close, you get 5 points. If you get wrong, you have 0 points, of course. So the one that is near, and here is, you say, but who do we know? Maybe the person is lying. Honest. You also do honesty too. Honest and accuracy too. It's a very fun game.
It
So
is.
you can play that with yourself, with your with your friends. If they wish to, they may not wish to. Maybe they are afraid to play. Maybe they're afraid to guess. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I already play, with my physical children, with Laura and Lily. Also, the similar game. We are guessing the color of the card what we have on hand. So we are doing the almost the same thing already. So
Oh,
you
how
really
exciting!
are, doing the same thing what we are doing. I'm so happy for that. But what
Yes,
is your name?
happy.
Can I ask your name? Because I connected with you, in Ashton, but over here in physical plane, don't remember really.
You must guess my name. They said guessing. Guessing. Mengi. Mengi.
Hear you.
Ragi. Ragi. You know. You will know.
Okay,
You know. I know. You know. I know. You know.
okay, it's okay. But I'm really happy. Maybe we can meet also in physical soon.
That's
And I
also
really,
the
really want to
point.
connect with you more and get to know you more.
Now that's the point. I want to meet you. I want to meet my
Yeah,
mother. So, and that's why also you were here in this place to open up
with
this
you,
door, so more of
gladly.
me could come through, for free through. And when you go home, kodo,
Yes.
koyo, then you will be able to, of course, to feel more what you have been doing with your with your friends. And if you see that happen, you can feel that you are even there,
Yeah.
even if you are not there. If you are there, not there, you can always feel that door, feel that portal, feel that vibration, feel vibrazione, feel vibrazione. Positivt.
Yes, and so it's a big, big gift for me. So thank you. And I'm hugging you.
Musi,
Mushy, mushy, mushy.
musi.
You are so fun.
No, hey back on. Talk, talk later.
Yeah, we will. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you. Thank you,
ciao.
my love. Ciao, ciao.
No, armas någonting.
Amor, matansinka. Love
No.
you. Yes, you.
So, how did it go?
Oh, it was so great and so many synchronicities.
Yes, that's also what happens when you connect with the hybrid children.
Yeah, but the interesting part was that when I was asking the name, I couldn't hear the name. It was cut off, the internet or something. Isn't I don't supposed to know that or
You will know the name as the name also carry vibrations itself.
yes.
So it might be that the name needs some more like time before it can come to you. It
Ah,
depends
okay.
on the energies there that need, because remember, all this happens step by step, in the perfect timing.
Yeah.
And the name is a vibration itself that will connect you more with your children. And that child, the child, is that the main child. They help you to connect with your other children as well.
Wow. That sounds perfect. I know who it is. I'm so happy. Yeah, it's a big gift. So thank you so much. But I have one last question about as I had one channeling about 5 years ago, and there was an information that I will be meeting in physical plane about maybe maximum about 5 years later, my hybrid child. So the time is almost on hand. So is it the possibility is high right now,
It
or how
is,
you?
and that's why you also are where you are right now for that too.
Yeah,
So
indeed.
it makes more sense now, and as the child come through now, is to really getting what needs to be done. So it's in terms of the energies, and in terms also what has happening now in the pyramid place where you are, in the door, the hybrid children door. So a lot of things will unfold, and don't spill too much of the beans for now, but you are on very, very good line towards that.
Oh, thank you for confirming that. I'm really happy. So thank you again, and I can pass for others. And thank you
Yes,
so
thank
much.
you so much too
Haha
for
too.
your willingness to explore this. Ha too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Luna.
Thank you too.
So let's go to Luke. Do you have a question for Rohan?
Hi, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. So, how are you doing, Rohan? How's it going?
I'm doing, I think, perfect. Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
know
cool.
I'm doing perfect as always. And how are you doing?
I know I'm doing pretty well.
Great answer.
So, yeah, I wanted to keep this a little bit related to Sasquatch. I almost feel bad because we always had this hybrid topic going on. But when you were talking about Sasquatches giving us permission slips, I realized that maybe already happened because I had something happening with, yeah, I think I've been given 2 permission slips. So, is there some incentive that they would like to, well, come a little bit closer?
It depends what you mean with that.
Yeah, well, it was a little bit out of context. So it was like 2 weeks ago, so that I have been given that, and I had previous experiences with Sasquatch during their years, and I actually, in essence, wanted to learn more about my Sasquatch counterpart. And there seems to be also some correlation with Inner Earth. It may be symbolical that it
Yes,
may.
Yuki. Yuki.
UK,
Yuki is the
Yuki.
name of the counterpart.
Oh, can you tell me more about him?
He says, not yet. Explore more of the name. There are information involved in the name, and meditate yourself on Yuki. Then
Okay.
you will know more. That's also to have in mind too when it comes to Sasquatch that they will more often be a little bit selective.
Yeah, I experienced some of that, and it's also on the other hand, is always brought up synchronicity in a fun way, or it brought up humor in an indirect way. So it was always fun in some way or other. That's something that also I noted about interactions with them,
Yes,
and they do enjoy a great deal of humor themselves.
they do. They laugh a lot.
Yes. And there's all kinds of different Sasquatches, so not all of them are so equal. Like there seem to be, the mentality seem to be all across the board. Can you say more about that?
Not at this time.
Oh, okay, so it's too early. Okay, I get it. And yeah, what else do I have? Are there any vortices in Europe that are maybe related to either Sasquatch or parallel realities?
Where you are?
Yes, I'm in Europe, yes.
Yes, where you are right now.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I think there's also something else I need to visit. It's been coming up. I haven't been there yet, but I think that will happen very soon.
Yes.
And yeah, I think yeah, would you like to tell something about their connection to inner Earth? Is this rather symbolically meant, or is there something different going on?
That's the story of another time.
Okay.
We will
All
bring
right.
more up, of course, topic of the Sasquatch more and more, which we will talk about that as well more and more. But we have to do it in a way that they want it to come, because they're still wanting to make sure not too much yet is being revealed about them, more than
Okay.
what they have already been given.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed there's a little bit of a different approach than maybe one could be used to. And yeah, and sometimes I wonder when I want to talk about them, of how much I could even reveal, because they have, well, how do I say this, a type of privacy or secrecy for a reason.
Yes.
So, okay. Yeah. So, yeah. And anything else? Anything else you want to bring through doors that at the moment are open?
Yes. Well, you can. He will be at your doorstep.
All right.
It's a little bit a riddle there, though, but think
All right.
about
I'll
that.
re-listen to it, and I think yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's all I got for now. So,
All right.
yeah,
Thank you
I
very
guess
much, Luke.
then I tune in and goodbye.
Bye.
All right, Louise, I believe you have another questioner.
Yes, we have Mark here, another one of our group who came all the way from Australia.
Hey, Rohaan.
Hi to you. How are you doing, mate?
I am very good, mate. I would
Yes.
like to thank you for your help this morning when I
You are
got lost.
so welcome, mate.
When I got lost on my period, mate.
Are you on your period?
No, pyramid. I'm not on my period. No.
Oh.
Sorry.
I know he's balanced lots of his masculine and
And feminine, but I
but
didn't go that far yet. Well, we'll start from there. This morning, I was on the pyramid of the sun, and I felt some Sasquatch or hybrid beings, like, because I was kind of playing with them. Could you give me some insight into who was there?
Yes. As yourself too, as you know, having that you choose to also, for reasons to wear color black on you, is also a color that actually also helped to connect with the Sasquatch. For one moment. Yes, you were opening up in yourself up a kind of a vibration that will be useful in terms of your specific role also when it comes to Earth future. Whereas you're making a connection to one of your, or we can say counterpart, a Sasquatch, that will help you more of the knowledge of Earth past history. This history will be very useful for you as you're going to like unfold more on the compact path. You can say, for example, in a very, very brief way, like form as an ambassador for the Sasquatch, if that makes sense. But it's not really ambassador in your language, but for this convenience sake, that is how what we can say. There is close resemblance of that. It's also
Okay.
to what you're connected to. The also this other agenda I was talking about before is that you are now making more of this balance in yourself, and it's very important to have the balance in yourself, and this place in the pyramid is very important for you to balance that. So you're walking around to balance and open up new doors for beings to make contact with you. Does that make sense to you, mate?
Yes. Yes, it does, mate. Yes, it does.
And by itself the way. That's why this doorway also means also this the channeling doorway. As myself will, if you would like to, it's all up to you. If I can be, if you want to be, have me as a mentor for to open up your channeling vocally.
Yes, definitely. We'll try and find a time with Linus next week
Yes,
if we can.
this
Yeah.
will help you, and you will see what you can bring through when I'm coming through, and then we can like, what do you say, mating together.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Maybe not mating together exactly, but
Maybe I am on my period as well. That's very well. You never know.
maybe. I did, this morning I did walk up the pyramid kind of without knowing where I was going and just was just relying on, and I felt you there. Well, I felt your energy there giving me some advice when I got lost, was sort of lost. So,
And by the way, you are quite tricky here. You know why?
no, go.
When you did the chant that early morning, remember?
Yes. Yes, I was chanting this early.
Yes, and you were always so close to break the shield that, what you can say, my disguise shield of the ship, Nectar.
Really, I felt them there, but
Because
I'm
what
not.
you were doing there itself, you were really matching the vibration. And when you do that, you will break also the field that makes the ship invisible in the under frequency. You're making it shifting into the ship's realm, and shifting to the ship realms, you will be able to see the ship. But of course, I have that in that realm for a reason to be in disguise, and you were so sneaky to almost break that.
Oh, well, I apologize. I didn't mean to break
It
the
was fun
codicking.
though.
It was fun, wasn't it?
So then I learned something. Okay, and then I need to have another frequency. So,
Okay. Well, I'm
so
glad I
thank you
helped.
for helping me with the new frequency, mate.
You're welcome, mate. It's all good. We're here to help each other.
Intimidating. No, it's not. Intimating.
um. So, did we see Nectar last night, or was there a contact last night? I remember we're all sitting down on the benches at one point.
Yes, it was a compact vessel.
Yeah, yeah. And you say, and was it from just from what species or from what contact?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Awesome. Thank you. And well, we're still talking about contact. We're talking about going outside later and doing some C5. Is what's the probability that we're going to have some contact?
85.
85. Thank you. And should we? Is there anything like we should play some tones or just chanting or
How to song.
too? Done. Done. We'll do that later, definitely. And then my last question is we're all celebrating here. We're all very excited.
Yes.
My last question is about Skinwalker Ranch, and I've started to watch the TV show, and where
I
they,
mean, the secret of the ranch.
yeah, the secret of Skinwalker
Oh,
Ranch, and I felt that it was planting seeds in the collective consciousness about contact through a different medium than us, for example. And I was wondering did you, in that show, I've only caught up to like the second season, was there any of the contact experiences in that show done by you and Nectar or specifically?
not me, but another member of my species.
Oh, really? Would you like to, who was it? I'm just like,
It was one of my, what we can say, helper.
okay,
Well, he
excellent.
did that to prepare the place, to prepare images there, and did need to also to stimulate context there. And even though himself too did some context there as well, yes.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you for us because that's makes the show more exciting than
Yes.
then yeah, it was really good. And I think I'll just pass the mic on to the next person. Thank you very much, Rohan. Talk
You're
soon.
so welcome, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Yes.
Thanks, Mark. Great. That was a great answer. Let's go to James now.
Thank you. Hey, Rohan. Hey, everyone.
Hello to you. How are you doing?
Really, really well, thank you. I wanted, first of all, to ask a little bit more about my counterpart in the Sasquatch, which you shared the name with me last time. I met him through like a meditation about a month ago or so. I was just wondering if there's like a specific purpose to be explored with him.
Yes, well, it will help you to like streamline yourself to other beings because it's the Sasquatch itself represent the Earth itself, and by having this stabilized connection with the Sasquatch, especially to your counterpart, it will help you to ground more deeply into the Earth's core. By doing it to the Earth's core, you also be able then to having more experiences, encounters with other beings from the different civilizations. So that's the main reason for that.
Okay. When I saw him with like he was wearing like a golden coloured crown and a robe. Can you explain the symbolism or literalism behind that?
Well, this represents the energy of itself that they're carrying, as themselves are like carrying different kinds of energies that will sometimes be translated as that into your particular in your vision. So, and this is like an energy that they are using to shift into other dimensions.
Okay. So in terms of where he, as an example, would primarily reside, you obviously mentioned like forests and that, but are we talking about a different dimensional realm?
Yes, is they are not really in your Earth dimension itself, but they represent an overall frequency. If you're having a forest and the forest has a frequency, that is like a frequency in of itself, but you can also unfold more in that frequency. And they are like in so much in the frequency, different kind of frequency within the frequencies, so to speak. And that is what they are in. So that's why they can tap into your frequency, that's why you can see them, but they are still in the nature in that same place, but another dimension, if you will. Does it make more sense?
It does, I think. Yes, thank you.
So
Does he have?
you're using
Sorry. Yep.
one frequency. That would be the vision you have of
Mm,
Sasquatch, the vision itself, and keeping the focus. And you wanted to discover more in that vision. That is how you are getting more into the frequency, more and more and more and more and more and more, until you will tap into and match exactly where they are at that time. Of course, they can be sneaky and shifting back and forth here, so that's why it can be difficult to find them, as that's
mm,
why they're done many times. But the more you focus on that, the more you'll be able to really be skilled at that, and you will match exactly where they are, and then you will see them. So just having that image, a vision of
yeah.
them, and focus so much you can about it, and don't lose the focus, and hold it there till you just feels like boom.
Okay. Thank you. I mean, I suppose I can ask about him specifically, but like, do they have similar family structures like us? For example, does my counterpart have like a female companion and children?
Some of them have like that, some of them have not. Depend what in the community within the Sasquatch. But yes, to answer your question, yes, your counterpart has a family too.
Okay. Um, so I read somewhere that like if you go way, way back to the time when humans were sort of originally seeded onto to Earth, um, that when the Sasquatch were as well, were their bodies kind of originally kind of created by ETs, and I wondered because if I wondered if there was a link to consciousness coming to Earth and using those bodies, maybe from Maldek or Mars, in terms of historic stuff.
Soul's perspective, yes, but this is also a very unique story that is connected to when the open contact unfolds, where your true history will be revealed, and that topic is in that kind of reference to that.
Okay, okay. Um, and are they in contact with ETs such as the hybrid races in an
They are very
active
much
way?
so. Yes, and they're working together in different ways. Not maybe all Sasquatch, of course, but many of them do. They are
Mm,
willing to do that, where some Sasquatch don't. They want, but they don't want to have so much contact involved in that. They want just to observe it, for example. But some Sasquatch do that, and they're those one that you will now be able to interact with more and more.
yeah, yeah. My last question, I think, is you mentioned before that they don't really have what like technology as we would understand it. Do they not? Do they have any form of externalized technology at all that maybe they created or they were given by other interdimensional races?
There's been some of that, but they have chosen not to really rely on that so much. They have come to a point where they can manipulate space and time with
Mm.
using only the sensors. So they only doing that. They have, of course, as I mentioned, been given the opportunity for that too, but they have neglected that.
It sounds kind of ironic, really, because when you hear the stories about the Anunnaki, and they kind of worked with us to, and hybridized us to assist. I think initially, and yet it sounds like, in many ways, the Sasquatch are kind of more advanced spiritually.
Yes, because the reason why that's so, because why the Sasquatch evolved and are more really, really developed than humans, Homo sapiens, because when the Anunnaki came and they took, of course, the species on your planet, and some of them were not really hybridized, and those one are the Sasquatch, etc. But when they did that, the Anunnaki also purposely shut things down in the DNA. So it could fully be the enslaved process as they want it to be, and therefore, from the Anunnakis government, they needed to do that because they have created, of course, a new species on your planet with the hybridizing naturally evolved species on your planet, but still, they don't want it to be too advanced. So therefore, they shut things down purposely, and that's why right now people have spiritual awakening more and more, because that's what's been shut down in your past is now being more activated, and therefore people have this more psychic abilities. That's why people can do channeling, for example, before you, and more of that. So you're becoming more and more as a Sasquatch naturally. More and more, you have more dreams and so on, where you can see astral and so on. But that was done for a purpose, and that's why the Sasquatch is more evolved than humans.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for
You are
answering those
so
questions.
welcome. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, James. That was a really interesting discussion. Louise, I think you have one more question on your side, if I believe.
Yes, I've got the lovely Juliet, and she was bold and she was brave, and she came all the way from America to come to Bosnia at the last minute. Here she is.
Hello, Rohaan.
Hello to you, Gillette Mackenzie. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Great.
Did you have a great
Yes.
trip?
Yes, with that intro, I feel like a star.
Yes, you are your own star. And recognizing by other stars as
Yes.
well around you.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So it's been so beautiful here. We're having a great time, and we had kind of a neat experience today that I wanted to ask you about. We were
Yes.
traveling down the moon pyramid after our meditation and chanting, and it was very lush, very small trail, and we were just, it was fairly steep, so we were concentrating and really just thinking about getting down without falling. At least I was, and I mean, it was kind of treacherous. But as we were cruising along, all of a sudden, I just had that thought, we're not alone. You need to stop and look around. Start looking. So I stopped and just looked around right where I was. And I guess everybody else in front of me stopped too. I didn't know that till just now. So I was just wondering who that being or those beings were.
Yeah, well, there were different beings. One of the beings was from the IL, one of the beings were from the Grey faction. And also one more being too as well that don't want to reveal itself. I'll ask. Nope. That being is called in-betweeners.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So we had three different beings there.
At that
Were
time,
there
yes.
any hybrid children?
Yes, they're always involved. They're always observing you, so to speak, all the time. They never take their eyes away from you, so to speak.
Okay. Wow, that's really exciting. That's great.
And actually, they were actually touching your back on the shoulder.
Really?
One time they did that, yes.
One time?
Yes, one time.
Was I sitting meditating or was I walking?
Standing
Standing
in
in
a
a
circle.
circle?
Yes.
Can you tell me which one it was?
You can guess.
Carl? Or Lorette?
It was Carl.
Oh, that's so special. I'll be thinking back on that time and feeling into what I was feeling.
Yes.
That's so special.
But there is also for you all overall this mysterious being called in betweener that is very somehow involved, somehow observing you, really wanting to know. The appearance of this is what I can tell, as I'm allowed to say, only briefly, is a masculine energy. And just observing, tracking at the moment, but still in a mysterious vibration at the moment.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Going from tree to tree, path to path,
We're going to meet him tomorrow,
cloud
aren't
to
we?
cloud.
Are we going to meet him tomorrow?
Or he's going to be there.
Will he be there
He's
tomorrow?
always there. He's always there, always around, looking through the doorsteps.
Okay. We'll process that. Was there someone at the tunnel solstice event? Or more than one? It wasn't the guy with the cherries that kissed me on the cheek, was it?
One moment.
What?
One moment. 2 moments.
I'll tell you guys about it.
All right. I tell you this kind of a way, as I'm allowed to say, from the etheric plane taking shape as human, disguising through the skies, disguising down into the tunnel. Think about that.
What? Think
That
about that.
was, yes.
In
Does
the
it make
tunnel?
sense to you?
Someone was in the tunnel?
Well, not only in the tunnel too. Closer than you think.
What?
Closer than you think.
Okay, thank you.
Well, there are people around you and sneaking around there. You never know. They may look like this is this guy there. I don't know. He may only be. He's only human. Oh, never mind. Tip, 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 tip.
Got it. How do I improve my antenna?
Well, by stretching it.
Okay.
And you're
Got it.
stretching that by focus. What you can do with your own people in the group is to feel the difference in the people's frequency. Feel and make some kind of where you can expand, explain what you feel as you're scanning each people in your group. This will help you to be more sensitive and scanning it through.
Okay.
Because, well, there are mysteries even where you are, closer than you think, and you might sometimes believe it only like normal thing, but also the normal thing is also the unnormal thing, the paranormal things.
Yeah, I had a sense of that. Okay.
Well, you also have a
Thank
sixth
you.
sense too of that.
Mm-hmm.
1 sense, 2 sense, 3, 4, 5, 6 sense.
A lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does. It makes complete sense.
And use your sensors to make sense.
Yes. It's beautiful. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, one more question. I'll keep it short. I have a sense that I may live here for a time. Is that just a passing sense?
Did you ask if you're going to live there, move there?
Yes.
Well, you gave me a really short question here, so what if I keep it short as well?
Perfect.
So there you have your answer.
Okay.
Yes. It's a very short answer, but you got the
Too
answer.
short. It's too short.
Too short?
Too short. I
You
didn't hear anything.
have a short questions to me, and then I have a short answer. Okay, I'll give you the answer. There's the answer. Or you want to leave it a little longer?
Yes, please. Please.
To be continued.
Okay, I got it. Okay. I got it. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Got it.
Yes, me too. Got it too. Mm.
Riddles of riddles.
This is getting very certain.
Oh, we're getting really uncertain here from my side. I don't know what I'm doing, or do I know what I'm doing here? Do I really making things random here now? Or maybe I do, maybe I do not. You'll know. Maybe Rohaan is doing it for a purpose, or maybe he's not. Who knows? God knows.
Yes, this is good enough for me.
Oh, for me too as well. Then we can agree here, right?
Yes,
Yes,
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine with that.
yes.
It's been wonderful.
It is wonderful, yes.
Yes,
Still is.
everything.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome, so much.
Too.
Ha'a too. Thank you.
Thank you, Juliet. That was great. Since the last question had a lot to do with the in-betweeners, I thought we would hop to Helena actually next, just to get see if she had something to follow up that relates to that. So, and then we can go to Powell after that. Helena, are you there?
Hello, yes. Hi, how are you? Yes, so as I was mentioning in the chat that I met the in-betweeners a couple of months ago, it was actually a very strange experience in the astral, and I talked to Rohan about it, and he called them the in-betweeners, so I immediately knew what species he was talking about. They were in some kind of lower astral safe zone, and I became fully lucid while I was in some kind of big dining hall, and I was completely surrounded by them, and I was just staring at them, and they were staring at me. But they were looking just like humans, and then I asked Rohan, do they just look like humans, but they can look different as well? So maybe now is a great opportunity for Rohan to share some more information on how they appear to us.
Thank you. Yes, to keep it this in a brief way, the in-betweeners can take different forms. Thank you for opening up that, by the way, so we can provide more of that information to the people. They can take forms as humans, and even Sasani beings, and even Sasquatch, even if they're not themselves like a human or Sasquatch in that kind of way, they have an original form. But that form, no one actually don't know that form because they have layers, 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 layers of disguise. But one can know, one can track that out if they know where to look, how to do about that. And it's quite simple than people might think it is. It's all about coming from a place in your heart where there is no sorrow, where there is no hate, anger. That will be the first key point of that. But it's also not only that part with the heart point, is that first you got to find one vibration itself. For example, this is an example here. Let's say, to keep this in a very funny way, as I have my mate. Okay, Mark. You don't know, he might be an in-betweener. Or he might be Mark, as you know him to be. But if you're first getting the impression that, Mark, he might be something more than the Mark human. But it's very important here too to not like just putting the ego there and just go around there. My. You gotta really have the first kind of like intuition. There is something specific with Mark. Maybe something he said, maybe something he just did. They didn't really, it didn't really was so human the way he did. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't really. God knows. So let's say that he did something, something a little bit different. Wow, why did he do that? Oh. And if you just got that and start to understand, there's something more about Mark. So that's the first layer. Now you have reached the first layer where you know something is more about that being. He may not seem as he seems to be. Something is way, way, way different. Then, if you break that layer, then Mark will maybe be another being. Oh, whoa, whoa. I thought he was a human, but now it looked different. Or he disappeared. But he's still there. Even if he disappeared, he's still there. It's a layer. Even in the invisible thing, it's still a layer. So then you can, he's invisible, and then you go into more of that to feel more of that too. Then another layer, another layer. But you might ask, but how many layers is it? And how do we know how, when we can see the real being of that? Well, if you just get the first impression where Mark appears to be a human, you will already have that the focus there. Even if you that is a pair being and so on, you still have it imprinted within in the consciousness. And then you can go along with that and just break it down, break it down, break it down, and then it will be a being. So you're never losing the being if you're getting your first impression of that, if that makes sense. So this is what I will share about that at this point.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Did you have anything else, Helena, or?
Yes, I was just thinking about what he said, because when I go lucid in the astral, I do that technique where I focus and I do know it's just one layer, and then it can get to the second layer, but at the second layer, I'm always assuming that's the true face of the being. But now I understand there can be a third or a fourth layer as well, so that's quite interesting.
Yes.
So when I saw those beings there, I'm assuming they also live together with the hybrid children and the Yael in those types of astral places.
Correct.
Yes, it makes sense why they were all there together. And do they teach the hybrid children certain skills, or are they just more like friends?
They also learn them their own skill set to be themselves also in-betweeners.
Yes, yes, that makes sense. And
That's why
they
also
probably
sometimes the hybrid children will take also the symbols in your reality as different kinds of, especially the flower symbols, they're utilizing that. And even also other things in your reality as like furnitures, like stuff in your reality. They don't do it
and it,
so much as they do because they don't want to like confuse you, the hybrid children humans so much about that, but they're still utilizing their skills.
yes, and would you call that a general shapeshifting skill, or is that something else?
You could call it that way, but it's still more with the impression from the in-betweeners energy, which is a little bit different than typical shape-shifting, if you will. It's still the same kind of like the fundamental thing, if you will, but it's more different than that too in terms of the method.
Yes, more of shifting realities and matching certain frequencies and not so much changing your physical form, I'm assuming.
Yes, correct.
Yes, they're very interesting beings, and because of all the reality shifting, they probably come across the Sasquatch all the time,
Yes,
and that's why they are all working together and yeah, bonding. It makes sense.
exactly. Yes.
All right, I'm looking forward
You're on
to
a good track
interacting
here.
with
You're on a good track here. So continue in that way.
you. Yes, I will. Thank you so much for your time.
You're so welcome for your time too.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Helena. We have 3 questioners left, so let's try to keep it as brief as possible. But Paula, you're next up.
Hi, Rohan.
Hi, Paula.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm doing fine. And you?
I'm doing great.
Oh, you're doing great. I'm doing
Yes.
fine with you, great. Okay.
Looks like I'm doing better than you today, huh?
Oh, how come?
I don't know.
Oh, me neither.
So I feel like really, really drawn to the Anunnaki lately. It's like a magnet. Can you talk to me
Oh, you're
about that?
cheating on the tall whites here now.
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, but they're also connected to the tall white, so I guess it's fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So are they like, I guess, related to them?
I guess they are, to a degree. Yes,
Okay.
yes, they are. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. But is there like a specific reason that they're coming up now? Or no?
For you,
Yes.
well, let me ask. All right, well, let's see how this comes out. But this is what will come off in your language, and it's up to you however you want to interpret that. But they want to be a part where it is hot.
Okay. In what way?
Just where it's hot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
You told
So you are
me.
now boosting your Anunnaki genes here right now. Yes. It's a
Mm-hmm.
very exciting way.
Yes. Well, I figured, but everybody is. But I feel myself being drawn to like different civilizations at certain points.
Well, that happens because as more you expand yourself, your vibration more and more, becoming more, let's say, of your true core self, you will attract more beings to you because you see more what you are connected to already.
Right.
But first you will start as a one way, and then it will, as you expand, it will also expand that spectrum as well.
Okay. So,
Okay.
yes. So anyway, you told me a few times ago that in the summertime there would be more blasts. So could you tell me about those?
Well, the blast also will now be where obvious from the Anunnaki too.
Okay.
And there will be also other things as well that will blast you up.
Okay. Who?
But it's still that you're holding you back a little bit back. But if you use relax into that, then I guess it would be a more blast.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
So can you do like flybys?
I guess I can. You
Okay.
mean like a bee or my ship,
No.
or you mean what do you mean really here?
I mean like your ship.
Like my ship. All right.
Okay, so because July 2nd is my birthday, and I actually found out that that's also International UFO Day. So I was wondering if you could do it then or around then.
Well, as it is your birthday, then we don't going to reveal a surprise, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah, so you see it on your birthday what happened.
Okay. Okay. And I was also wondering, you said that your grandma, she became a Sasani.
Yes.
Why was that done? Was that necessary, or did they just want that?
It was a proof of a love story of unconditional love. For example, that when you meet someone, or you, but overall meeting someone, and you're so hooked up with that person, so you're doing everything you can to become like that person. And she was taking the form of Sasani and turning to Sasani
Okay.
of love, how much she loved my grandfather Tony.
So what was she originally?
Mix between races.
Okay. All right. And can humans learn to sleepwalk?
They
Could we
can,
do that?
yes.
Okay.
And you can actually do that really by assisting the Sasquatch in your dream state. Assisting. Ask for assistance within that because they are professional doing that actually. So they can help you with that by asking them to do that.
Okay.
Assisting, not then insisting, but assisting here.
Right.
Right?
Okay. Sounds good.
Are you sure it sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
Guessing pointer, I guess. You guess, right?
I don't guess. I'm
Oh,
actually in
Star Paula
I'm actually in
or
the
Sasquatch
Pacific.
Paula.
Well, I'm actually, it's funny. I'm in the Pacific Northwest now, but not where the forests are, so I'm guessing this is like not a good place to see them because it's just the
Well,
middle
I'm
of
guessing
nowhere.
it's not, but I'm guessing if you go to the forest, then I guess that you could see something. And I guess if you do a meditation there as well, as I mentioned in the monologue as well, then I guess there can be a high probability of seeing something. If you're doing the guessing point to 15 to 20 times, that would be so, but you can do it also a little bit less than that too. And might you see something there too? I'm not sure if you see something though, but you can see something if you do less as well. It's more about what you are doing and the energy you put into that. And
Okay.
then I guess you will find too as well. And then I guess also overall there too, as you're unique and your being, then there will be a lot of things that will unfold for you as well because you become more now your true core self. And then you have now evolved now to star power, which is also really good development for you as a species yourself to be more out in the stars. And of course, stars are hot, so don't be so close to the stars.
I'll try to keep my clothes on, okay? I'll do my best. No
Yes, and
promises.
then we guess you're going to have them on.
To where?
Well, I guess you will have your clothes on, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, okay, yes.
I suppose if I have to.
Propose?
I said I suppose if I have to.
All right. Well, I suppose if you have to, that you keep them on.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got.
Or that's all I got too, I guess. Let's see next time what happens then.
Let's see.
All right.
All right, thank you, Paula.
Bye.
So
Paula,
let's go.
Yes.
Paula, I can't believe it. What, no sex talk about the Sasquatch? What's going
It
on?
will come. It will come. It will
Guys,
come.
calm
Right.
down. I have enough sex in
Because
my
you
life
also
as
have
it
to
is.
understand here too, like there are, the different sizes of the Sasquatch
That
too.
was the size
There are of
problem.
course physical stature as well, and there are also other stages. Also size there as well. So we'll see actually what size she's interested in.
You said size was not going to be an issue.
No, she
Well, I
said
didn't say
no,
that about the
no, no, no,
Sasquatch.
no.
What?
She said big, or you said big was okay.
Yeah,
I was
as
there. I
long.
remember.
Well, he said it's up to them, but I think it's up to me too, right? I don't want to get pierced. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess you are the boss here, so well, you're gonna pick the right size.
Yes, I will.
But as I said, the Sasquatch they have two sizes,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think I should stick to, let's do one at a time here.
Or
I
maybe
don't
they are
have
too
the
hairy. I
energy.
don't know.
And too smelly. I don't know. Okay.
Smelly.
Like, I gotta go one civilization at a time. I don't have the energy for everybody.
Are you sure about that?
I think
I
so.
see here in this. This is the Star Palace book here where she's went. All right, she's went to the toll right there. Oh, and then she went to Anunnaki here. Then went to the Great too. Oh, and then she went to Pleiades. And then she went to let's keep that. Okay. And now
Oh,
Sasquatch is
stop.
on the list.
No, it's not.
Are you sure or are you guessing here now?
I am guessing. Definitely
Since you're not
guessing.
sure of that, you're guessing here, so we'll see about that.
Oh my god. I can't keep up anymore, seriously.
God? You mean, oh my Sasquatch?
I mean, it's all just aliens and sex right now. Like, there's nothing else.
And Sasquatch.
Well, that's new since today, I guess.
Here is the book, a Star Palace sex book. Who
Yes,
wants to
let's
read
hear
it?
it.
Oh, it's a diary too in it. Well,
How long is it?
let me do the calculation here too. One, it's too much to even say it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thanks,
Enjoy
Paula.
your blast.
I
Thanks,
will.
Paula. Archer, you had one question, and then we can go to Janet after that. Oh, Archer, you're very hard to understand. Can you speak into the mic more?
Can you hear me now? Is this any better?
Oh, much better.
Hello? Okay, great. Yeah. How am I supposed to follow that?
Good question.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Rohaan.
So, hello, my friend. How are you doing?
Very excited today. Very excited. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So, I'm attending regularly the Crystal Skull meditation, and this month was out of the ordinary because we had 2 in a row. And what happened was that I was missing the call from the person who usually organizes it on Zoom. And as I was missing the call, my head was literally pounding. And I realized only seconds after I missed the call that it was pounding while I missed the call, and it stopped as soon as I missed the call. So I realized then after what happened that they had to do with this call, and it was very important. And so something changed, and then logistic wise, and then we could make the meditation happen. And then somebody came to the meditation who
knows the only.
Are you still there, Artur?
I guess the skulls do not want him to talk about that.
That was a synchronicity.
At this moment now, we must then provide with a closure here for this transmission for some reasons that we cannot go into this particular time.
All right then.
People
Thank
that
you.
didn't have the questions answered will next time have them answered.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Rohaan, for this beautiful transmission. We love your energy, and we love
We love you all as well very much.
Ha'atu.
Ha'atu, thank you.
Too.
Too.
Hi, how did it go?
Great. What a marathon session.
Oh yeah, slow.
It was amazing. It really was. I hope our internet didn't cut out too much. Being in this high energy
It
place.
was actually pretty good, actually, mostly. So.
Oh, that's great. It was a great transmission. Thank you everybody for coming here and joining this energy bubble that we've got going. It's definitely, bringing things on further with open contact and contact within ourselves. So I'd like to give out my appreciation for everybody listening in, everybody who's come to Bosnia as well. It's just, it's been amazing. And, we love sharing our energy with everybody listening in. And thanks, Linus, for bringing forward Rohaan, this very, very exciting.
And it was so fun because I remember throughout, I don't know what is, something happened because I felt like usually somehow I started to almost, break the connection because somehow I wanted to laugh. I don't know, because as I don't really hearing what the topic is, sometimes I do, and I just felt that I was starting to laugh for no reason. And I almost felt like I needed to hold back, otherwise it to just cut the connection with Rohan. And I didn't know what there was, but it was something. I think it's like maybe something from his end translated through my body, something that was a fun. And then my body cannot really, cope with that, and that's why I needed to express a little bit of laughter. I didn't laugh, I think, but you have this like you almost want to burst out in laughter. I felt that, so it's like I never felt it before. I'm gonna do a challenge, so it was a bit different too. So yeah.
I have a suspicion I know which interaction that was, but you can listen to the replay for yourself.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but it was a great session, and I feel a lot of energies. And I saw so much picture of Sasquatch. As when Rohan talks about things, I do get also, the visuals too. So yeah, it's just like interesting.
Great. You should. Do you do any artwork? You could even sketch them for
Oh,
us, maybe one day.
oh God. Oh yeah. I really hope that I was talented in that, because I only can do like simple, I would say this, I don't know, basic kind of like thing, but I cannot do drawing. I would love to do that because, then I could do that, but I'm like terrible at that.
Can't do everything.
No, I'm happy that I can do challenge at least. This is yeah.
Sorry, we were cutting out. You probably we didn't hear anything of that, but we will listen to the replay.
But yeah, so we were just talking about the session and how great it was and what Linus was getting out of it, Louise. So perhaps this is a good point to conclude, right?
Mhm.
I think the connection's a bit weak on Louise's end. All right, then from our hearts to all of yours, thank you very much for this co-creation. Thank you to Rohaan, thank you to Linus, thank you to all the participants and to Louise and everyone in Bosnia. And we will see you soon.
Yeah, we'll say a big goodbye from us here.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Love you all.
Love you all.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Linus.
Thanks,
David.
Linus.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Thank you, Linus.
Thanks.
Hugs from Bosnia.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.